Hey YouTube, Gunham here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm going to be going over two things today. These two. Well, before that though, a little note. I found out that the guy who had the mod for the shield has removed the shield completely from Steam, so it's gone on everything. So that's just great. The cruiser I built for the cruiser contest relies upon its shield to stay alive. That's awesome. Oh well. So, I'm going to go over these two things. The one is just a refurbished version of my big truck, and the other is what Gamma Team and Beta Team were working on for the longest time during the Project Colony event. Let's start with the truck. So, over the previous one, I modified the front to look a little better. Added some couches, survival kit, bed, and then in the back, I added a basic assembler and a basic refinery, so that way you can handle iron, basically. You just can make a lot of iron so it'll consume less volume. Yeah, that's it. Now, this is what we were working on. Basically, how this went, we spent hours working on this thing, and you can see, you can hear us talking about beginning it in my thing about G5, and that was earlier on in G5. We built that within the first hour, I believe. Then we started them on this in the other section of G5 until somebody had a painting issue, and then after we repainted everything, the entirety of G6, that's the group time slot, that's 2 hours, besides the repainting, which took a minute. The majority of that time was working on making this. Then in G7, we went back to assist them in finishing this a little bit before we had to stop and assist in making some sort of helipad, which we did. And basically then in G8, Gamma Team went and finished this thing. Only then in G8 or G9, somebody would crash it immediately and break the whole thing. Yeah. So I've rebuilt it. Well, I rebuilt what I remembered, and then somebody else went in and added the beautification. Then I went and added some good features to actually make it a good product. So I added some flashing lights, some spotlights, some LCDs inside of the cockpit. I've re-added the beacon and added a few extra batteries because they removed the beacon from here. Add a proper LCD saying this. I need to finish this actually. Saying joint project. Let's make this to there. I'm guessing G9. There. Yes, they call it a SpongeBob, which, it doesn't look like SpongeBob, but that's probably for copyright reasons. I did that. I added the blue and I made it white instead of gray. I added a single Gatling turret, so it has some defenses. A couple spotlights. Connectors, because there were no connectors before. Now it has connectors. It's only a couple. And it doesn't have any bottom ones, but because it's off the ground, it's probably a good thing. The back is still completely open, but I like that. You don't have to worry about trying to get in. It's an enormous door to get in. Added some seats here and there. And, also, if you want to... We could easily expand, We could put a... No, what's the hero of that engine? We could add a door somewhere else, up front maybe, or on the sides, or to the rear. We could just make this a door. And then we could add another one of these engines in the back in this giant hole. I don't know. There are options for the big hole. So, But yeah, this is what we made. The cargo containers are completely visible. Then we have a hydrogen tank visible from the rear, refinery, basic assembler. I forget what. Okay. Four O2H2 generators, a couple of hydrogen engines, cargo containers, bed, more batteries. Those two big cargo containers. I added survival kits in here because those were missing. There is an ore detector, a handful of gyroscopes, 6 to be precise, and this thing weighs under 1,000,000 kilos, so it's pretty lightweight. There's a lot of gyros. Yeah. That's it. For forward thrust, you have this large array of engines. Side thrust, there's an engine there, and then there's a handful of engines here. Reversing thrust is just this. That's it. Yeah. But downwards thrust should be pretty obvious, these beasts. Yeah. Solar and O2 or H2 power, so given the fact it has a good amount of batteries, these are able to keep pretty good. 11, right? Nope, it's 10. Function 10. Do I have to hit enter or something? Why is it not working? I don't know why that's not working. Oh. So yeah, just some minor upgrades to this, and hopefully finishing this a bit. Gamma's going to get their hands on this now. Gamma's going to finish it up, and then they'll be done. Yay! Because I got really upset when I heard that Beta and Gamma worked on this thing for over 3 hours, and then Gamma worked on it for at least another 2 hours for someone to immediately crash it. Well, it's back, so nah. Thank you for your time. I'm out of here.